Alright, let's talk. Because right now, your power is probably off. Or you're just waiting for it to go off again. That's the reality for millions of us in South Africa. And you're probably asking, how did it get this bad? Is it just corruption? Is it just old power stations? Well, the truth is a lot more complicated. And honestly, a lot more frustrating. In this video, we're going to break down the real reasons behind the Eskom crisis. We're not just talking about the problems you already know. We're getting into the deep, structural issues that keep us in the dark. And more importantly, what it means for your wallet, your business, and our country's future. Let's start with the big one. The money. Or should I say, the lack of it. Here's the thing. Eskom is drowning in debt. We're talking hundreds of billions of rands. An amount of money so huge it's almost impossible to picture. Now, how does that affect you? Simple. When Eskom has no cash, it can't do proper maintenance. It's like driving your car and never, ever changing the oil. You just keep pushing it, ignoring the weird noises, until one day, the engine seizes. And that's exactly what happened to our power stations. Years of skipping essential maintenance to save a few bucks has led to catastrophic breakdowns. So that debt, it's the reason your lights are flickering right now. But wait, it gets worse. Now, this is where it gets interesting. And incredibly frustrating. You've heard of state capture, right? Well, let's talk about what that actually did. It wasn't just about stealing money. It was about installing the wrong people in the wrong jobs. People who had no idea how to run a power station. Imagine a hospital where the head surgeon is a politician's cousin who's never held a scalpel. That's what happened at Eskom. Skilled engineers were pushed out. Decisions were made for political reasons, not technical ones. The entire system was weakened from the inside. Corruption didn't just steal money. It stole the expertise we desperately needed to keep the lights on. Okay, so we've got no money and bad leadership. But there's a third piece to this puzzle. And it's a problem we saw coming from a mile away. For decades, we were warned. Experts said, hey, we need to build new power stations. Our economy is growing. And what did we do? We waited. We delayed. For over 10 years. It was like seeing a storm on the horizon and deciding not to fix the roof. So when we finally started building new plants, like Medupi and Kuzil, it was too late. The pressure was already immense. And then, massive construction mistakes, more corruption, meant those new stations were built with flaws. They've been breaking down almost as fast as the old ones. We were late to the party. And we brought a broken dish. So, where does that leave us? The truth is this. The Eskom crisis isn't one problem. It's a perfect storm. It's a mountain of debt. A legacy of corruption that hollowed out the company. And decades of terrible planning. It's a mess that took 20 years to make. And it won't be fixed in 20 days. But here's what you need to take away. This isn't just about electricity. It's about jobs. It's about the price of food. It's about the future of this country. Every time the lights go out, the economy gets a little smaller. Opportunities disappear. The solution is going to be painful. It's going to be expensive. And it's going to take time. But understanding the real problem, that's the first step. So what do you think? Is there a way out of this? Let me know down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about this. Because sitting in the dark is not an option.